Happy holidays, Cancer. Welcome to December 2021 Astrological Forecast. Two big events are happening this month, right? There's a new moon solar eclipse on the 4th in the sign of Sagittarius, and Jupiter moves into Pisces, a fellow water sign. Okay? So we'll get to that first, right? Where you have Pisces in your chart is your 9th house. Neptune is already here. Neptune is the natural ruler of Pisces. Okay, Jupiter is the natural ruler of Sagittarius. But in astrology, there are planets. Planets are detrimental in certain signs, and they're exalted in some, in others. Okay, so Jupiter is actually exalted in Pisces, meaning it does really, really well there. Okay, so I'd have to say, I did do a video on this if you want to check that out. Okay, Jupiter in Pisces. Okay, because it will be conjunct Neptune sooner or later. But these two planets together will bring about a spiritual awakening no matter where it's happening, but it is happening in your 9th house of spirituality and religious beliefs and philosophy, period. Your philosophy on life, okay? Your everything, your background, how you were raised even. So you are opening your mind in some way or other with these two planets here. It does bring about the whole guru effect. You could take up the teachings of like some person who is a guru type of person, or even the teachings of another culture. Take up a different religion at this time, or a little bit of each religions that are out there, or philosophies even, and incorporate it into your daily life. Okay, but you could also be the guru, right? You could be a teacher, teaching someone these very things, philosophy, or something, it's a little bit different, okay? Something with dealing with spirituality, even, possibly like the paranormal, or, psychic abilities even, okay? All kinds of possibilities here. But these two planets together bring about a little bit of like a selflessness. Selfless, okay? Not selfish, selfless. So you could be, I don't know, offering to help people who are, let's say like even here, I'm sure all over the world, not just here in America, where we take in refugees from different countries. You could be doing something like that, or helping in some way. Helping people from another culture, from another country, or people with a completely different background than yours. You could also write something right now on that's very philosophical. Whatever it is, even if it's like a comedy or something or other, there will be some kind of something that people will be able to take away from it that really hits home. Okay? So, the sun is in Sagittarius, okay, up until the 20th. Mercury is in Sagittarius up until the 12th. Mars moves here on the 13th, and there's a new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 4th, and where you have Sagittarius in your chart is your 6th house, okay? Your 6th house of the workplace, the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, your work schedule. It's also your house of health and your house of service to others, okay? I would have to say that there's an awful lot going on at work right now. It doesn't seem like it's a very big deal because there are no major planets really here. But there is a solar eclipse occurring here. That's the big deal here. New moon solar eclipse brings about a new beginning wherever it's occurring. So I would have to say there's some kind of shake-up going on wherever it is that you work. It's either with your coworkers or your company. Maybe somebody just up and quit. Or there's some new way of doing things, or they got rid of a client, or your work schedule's completely different now, or now everybody's going to work from home and nobody's going in the office. You know, there's pandemics on the rise again. Something or other, okay? Or you have changed the kind of work that you do. You've made some kind of change here, or you are still within your same job, but you're doing something different even on the side. Okay, so it's a new beginning in this area. Okay, even if you're retired, you're still doing something that brings in some kind of income. You have to have some kind of retirement income, right? To live, you need something to live off of, so there's still something possibly on the side that you're doing that's really nice, actually. You know, as far as your health goes, you're really getting a boost here. You know, this jolt, it's a solar eclipse, okay? And the effects of any eclipse usually last for months or longer. So maybe this is what you needed. Mars here at the same time, like later in the month, will still be carrying this energy. So Mars is a very physical planet. And if you don't do anything like exercise or move around, do something or other, this is the time where you will probably begin something like that, just for the fact that you have an excess amount of energy and you need to like release it in some way or other. Even if you run or you just dance around your living room or something like that, but you should get like a really nice jolt of feeling like, you know, like good. You should have really good health at this time, I would think. I would think that's what this does exactly. Okay, before the 13th, though, Mars is still in Scorpio up until the 12th, in your 5th house. That's where you have Scorpio. And this is the house of fun and romance. Okay, speculation, amusements of any kind. So you could have actually started something physical at this time, like maybe going out dancing, okay, or riding bikes, or I don't know, but playing some kind of sport, even physical sport, and this carried over into your 6th house of health. You know, at first you were doing it for fun, now you're doing it because it's fun, but it's also good for you. Okay, so it could be something that you just continue with. Okay, at the same time, as far as your 6th house goes, okay, with this new moon solar eclipse, there's also a full moon in Gemini on the 18th. It's the opposite of Sagittarius. This is in your 12th house where you have Gemini. Okay, so this is the house of secrets and things occurring behind the scenes, like actions by you or someone else. All kinds of stuff here, but all this is a full moon. Okay, there's no other planets here to act with it. And the solar eclipse new moon, I think, is far more powerful. So whatever occurs around this full moon, I don't think is too earth-shaking, because it's happening behind the scenes, or it's happening in secret. So you could actually just find out something about someone you work with, something about your company, a boss or something, co-worker, whatever, you know, but it's a secret, okay? Or there could be something about not just your health. You could find that someone you know is in ill health, or is in some place like a nursing home or the hospital or something like that, okay? But I guess they don't want anyone to know that that's where they are, or that they're ill, you know? This is the house of secrets, the 12th house, so you could stumble across something accidentally, you know? So, whatever. Okay, so the sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st. Mercury moves here on the 13th. And Pluto has been in Capricorn for many years, and Venus moved into Capricorn at the beginning of November, but it turns retrograde on the 19th, where you have Capricorn in your chart is your 7th house. Capricorn is your opposite sign. Your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships. This is business or romantic or close friend. You know, having Venus here really smooths over all your relationships, especially at this time when they could be a little bit trying, just because Capricorn being your opposite sign means that whatever planets you have in Cancer, your sun, your rising sign, or any other planet has direct opposition or like a tug of war between at least the sun. Okay, the sun in Capricorn across from your sun in Cancer, it depletes your energy. You know, it makes you feel like you don't want to deal with whatever, you know, feel too tired or whatever. But having Venus here for such a long period of time, it's really softened if there were any problems. Okay, softened whoever you're dealing with. You know, they're a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, so that just like kind of continues, but also having Venus here conjunct Pluto. Okay, so check out the video that I did on that very aspect. Okay, you know, your partner could be getting very possessive or very like jealous for no reason. If this is a romantic partner, you know, they could be like, I don't know, making stuff up in their head or whatever, you know, or wondering if you're seeing somebody else. Or if this is a business partner, same thing. They wonder if you're going to leave them high and dry. You're going to leave the business and leave them hanging with all the bills or something or other or whatever. But I think this is actually, you know, a pretty good time when the sun's here. Wherever the sun is transiting is where your focal point is at that time. Okay, so this is your close relationship. So whether you like it or not, that's what you're going to be dealing with, right? It happens every year at the end of December into January. So it's no different than any other time. But I don't really think it's all that bad, just because Venus is here for such a long period of time that it's softening anything that you might have to deal with. Okay, let's see what else here. I think that's about it. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Cancer on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Capricorn, and those days are the 5th, 6th, and 7th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 15th, 16th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for money is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time for your career is the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. So I hope you enjoyed your astrological forecast for December. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button there. Share this video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell where you'll be notified each time I upload something. And also check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who are only interested in knowing maybe one or two things about their chart, but if you would like to have your chart done, there's also a link there to my website. Okay, and check out my weekly forecast too. So, happy holidays. See you next week. Goodbye.